Hey, Board Game Maniacs, Maniac Rob here to bring you an exciting interview between these two gentlemen right here. We have Kevin and Brad, and both are from Six Square Studios. Now, can one of you gentlemen tell me exactly what is Six Square Studio?
Sure. Well, thanks for having us on, Rob. We really appreciate it. Six Square Studios is a company here in Niagara Falls, Canada, that we do custom miniatures, terrain, as well as accessories for gaming aids. So we do bases, we do terrain, we do movement trays, wound counters. If you can think it up, we can make it for you.
That's awesome. Now, I have to say, everybody, that I got some of their walls that they made with the MDF, and as soon as I put together one of the wall segments, I fell in love, and now I'm doing this entire campaign for Project Z from Warlord Games because of these two gentlemen right here. It's their fault that we're doing this. So, Brad, can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been open for, and what you see Six Square doing in the future?
I think it's been 4 years now.
We're in year 5.
Yeah, we're just going into year 5. We have a lot of exciting projects on the go. We're going to be working on modular Shadespire boards because Shadespire is really taking off in our area, and that's something we're really enjoying. A lot of our projects stem from what we currently are playing, so that's how we get inspired to make new products. So we're doing Shadespire. We just got a new 3D printer. We're going to be doing a lot more drop terrain accessories. We're looking at doing possibly some modular buildings with acrylic accoutrements. We're working on a lot of exciting projects coming up, so I guess just stay tuned and see what we're putting out in the near future.
3D printer.
Yeah.
Very exciting. So another question too as well is, how did the Six Square Studio get started? How did you get this started?
Well, we always think a good miniature game needs terrain. You need somewhere to put them. You can paint all that, do all that time painting your models. You should have a table that's worthy of the models you just painted all those hours. So what we did is we started building terrain. Some of our buddies who own companies in the States, when we go to the conventions, asked if we would run demos for their games. So we started building tables for that, and it was scratch built at the time. People wanted to buy those tables from us, and it was our stuff, so they weren't getting it because we needed it back for home. But we figured out is, hey, we may as well start figuring out how can we make molds and cast it in resin so we can actually do multiple copies of it instead of just doing scratch build over and over again. And that's how we got started, just word of mouth. We support a lot of different conventions out there. Someone calls us up, asks us, hey, we need some prize support in that. If we're able to, we can't do everything, of course, but if we're able to, we try to support the community because that's where we're from. We're gamers who just enjoy playing games.
Absolutely.
That brings me to my next question, segue to my next question. So I know the two of you are gamers, so between the two of you, one at a time, starting with Brad, what is your favorite game that you've played? It could be tabletop, and it can be board games, because BoardGameManiacs, we play both. So just curious, what game is your ultimate favorite, 10 out of 10?
Favorite tabletop, and then ultimate favorite board game?
Yes.
Okay, so tabletop, it's Warhammer fantasy version, so currently Age of Sigmar. Because it's the first game I started playing, so it's my first love, and I love fantasy. Tabletop game, that is a tough one. I really enjoy Battlestar Galactica. I think that might be up there for me. Just the intrigue and the constant trying to figure out who is the Cylon. And then anything put out by Fantasy Flight. They generally just don't put out bad games, so I'll play any of those. We're currently playing Gloomworld, which is Gloomhaven, sorry, which has been really fun so far. So
awesome. I'm going to be running a campaign of Gloomhaven soon. So anyhow,
Nice.
Kevin, next to you. So what is your ultimate tabletop game?
Well, like Brad, when I first found tabletop miniature gaming and that sort of thing, it was a couple of blisters on a shelf at a computer store, and they were GW. So my favorite is still fantasy. It's still the Age of Sigmar. I really enjoy that. I collect a lot of armies. I collect miniature game rules, so it's whatever I'm playing at the moment is my favorite at that time, but Age of Sigmar still goes up on top. For board games, I think Gloomhaven right now has to be it, just because I'm just really intrigued. The mechanic they have for an AI, you work together, it's hard, but you're telling a complete story. And now they just said that they're putting out a next set of modules for it too. So this 100+ hours of gaming now is doubled. So it's absolutely amazing what they're doing with that product. I can't wait to see more of what they do.
That's awesome. Now, I'm not going to keep you too long because as you can see behind us, there's a lot of busyness going on because we'll talk about that in just a second. But just another question for you, Brad, is you were telling about the Shadespire board, a customized board. Can you touch upon that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So we just started playing around with it. The idea right now is we're going to create a 3D version of one of the current tables that is already produced by GW, and then we're going to eventually kind of span off from that and start creating unique modular tiles. So it's all going to be hexes that are interchangeable on a board, and you'll be able to basically never play the same table twice.
That's incredible. Now, I seen the design of the Shadespire board, and I loved it right from the get-go. These two gentlemen here have taught me Shadespire. They're still teaching me as we play games. Play other games is great. We're going to play some other games on the Board Game Maniac channel, so look forward to that. Now, Kevin, do you want to talk to me a little bit what's going on in the background here, what you're doing?
Sure. Well, actually, Brad's running this. So it's a campaign that we're doing for Age of Sigmar. So every other Monday, our local gaming store, which is Max Aggression Gaming in Niagara Falls, Dan's the owner of that company. He started this last year. We had a small group of people. The first outing this year was so popular last year, we had over 20 people going to the store. It was overwhelming. So I was able to, luckily, I own a warehousing company here in Niagara Falls as well. And we have a large trade room. So we're able to open up and expand out what we can do now. So we're able to accommodate 20 to 30 people all playing games at the same time here. So what we're hoping to do as we progress through, start building the community here in Niagara so that we have mini conventions for different games, not just Age of Sigmar, 40K, we could have a board game night, we could have whatever we want to do here, and just encourage people to get out there and meet new people and play some new games.
And Niagara Falls is kind of the perfect hub for that because just being located right near the border and being a tourism town, it just kind of screams out to build that foundation for a community and get some conventions going down here. So.
Excellent. Now, one final question I'm going to ask you, Brad, and I promise I will leave you guys alone. Anyhow, I had something in my throat there, sorry. So the question is where can anybody go to get the products that you guys sell?
Absolutely. So our products currently available, you can pick them up at store at Max Aggression at his storefront location, or you can go to our website, which is www.6squaredstudios, the number 6, and then the words Squared Studios, all one word, .ca. And that's where you can buy our stuff from.
We're really lucky being on the border. We ship domestically both in Canada and the U.S. So U.S. customers, you're paying USPS postage, so you're not getting dinged by any sort of tariffs or duties. You get just as fast as we get here in Canada.
Excellent. That was going to be my next question. So he just stole your question from me,
No,
Brad.
actually, I was also just going to add that if you're going to pretty much any convention in Southern Ontario, we're generally probably going to be there. So you can see us there as well.
Awesome. So again, check out the website because the products they have, it's not just great products, but they're built to last because, you know, like you see my unboxing videos and I kind of abuse the stuff a little tiny bit. So I know that these guys' products will definitely stand my harshness, I should say, for one. So thank you very much, guys, for doing the interview with me. And again, go to the website, look at the products. I'm going to do a little slideshow at the end of this video. You can see what other products they have too as well. And by all means, look them up if you're in the Niagara region or even at one of the conventions. Come by, check. They're very friendly. They're very knowledgeable in what they do, and they will definitely hook you up. So until next time, you know what I'm going to say, Board Game Maniacs? Communication is key. And most important thing of all, does anybody know what that is? Do you know what that is, Kevin? The tagline? Probably not.
No. Cheat with your dice rolls? What do you? I played games with you, Rob. No.
No, I don't know what your tagline is, Rob.
That's okay. Even my friends that come over every week and we play, they still don't remember the tagline. But the tagline, everybody who watches, the viewers do know, and that is, be a maniac.
Yes.
Till next time.